Welcome to another episode of Let's Talk About It. My name's Kawhis.
Gio.
EJ.
Today we're going to talk about, you know what? This is my topic today. We're going to talk about Kawhi Leonard's resume. Is it overrated? I'm saying yes. I'm starting it off right there. If we look at Kawhi Leonard's resume, like, let's be honest about it. Great player. Let's show respect. Great player.
Yes.
Great defensive player. Offense. Great offensive player. When you look at his resume, yo, I seen a talk on Twitter. They was talking about if Kawhi wins a ring this year, we got to start having him in the top 10 all-time talks. Now, I had to go through his resume after saying that. I'm like, hold on. People really gonna go with this? This man got enough. No, he has. His resume doesn't stack up with the players we put in the top 10 all the time. No MVPs. He never dominated the league at no point in his career. So I don't care if he wins this year. He's never dominated the league for periods of time. LeBron dominated for periods of time. Kobe dominated for periods of time. Michael dominated for periods of time. We got Hakeem in there, Shaq, Kareem. All these dudes dominated the league for periods of time. He won a ring in 2013 and then won another one until 2019. He ain't dominate the league at no point in time. So I don't care if you win 3 rings with 3 different teams. Put some context into the rings. He's with the Spurs. I'm winning the ring with the Spurs. What you mean? Like, now he was a defensive stopper there, but he averaged 12 points for the season, like 14 in the playoffs. Like, he wasn't that powerful to me. I mean, y'all can say I got a lot to cook on, so y'all got something to defend it before I, take it over. But I ain't.
You made a great argument there. I mean, that's all fact. But you gotta look at Kawhi is the man. He's an NBA champ. All you gotta do, you gotta show up and play the game. It's up to you. You know what I mean? Doesn't matter who's on the court on the other team. You still gotta show up. You gotta play. You gotta execute what you did. You know what I mean? And he won the ring. Hit the shot. What's gonna be known as a shot heard around the world, the best shot ever in NBA. It came against my team, but also with the Spurs. They knew they had the gem. That's why they drafted for him. They knew what he was capable of and what he could become. And with the Spurs, he did what he needed to do. He started off with defensively, doing what Spurs are all about, defense and playing team ball. And, and that helped. Each year he progressed and became better and better and better. Too bad things didn't work out there.
Why ain't work out? This man took a year off for an injury that nobody know what it is. Like, what superstar we let them take a whole year off? We don't know what the injury is, and we just let them punch through it. Like nobody talks about that. He took a whole year off. Like, didn't LeBron go on a 2-week sabbatical and they killed him? Kawhi took a whole year off. The Spurs sent trainers to look for him. They couldn't find him. Sent him out of his hotel room. Like, what do we do? I'm just saying, when we talk about when we talk about Kawhi's resume, we judge every player differently, clearly, because some of the things we try to
turn a blind eye to certain stuff for sure.
Right.
Yeah, man.
Kawhi, man, he's the poster. He's gonna be one of the poster childs for working at your game and getting better.
That's a fact. That's a fact.
Him and Giannis, like Kobe was elite working at your game and getting better.
Mm-hmm.
They're the tier below him as far as we're athletic,
right?
But here's what we need to do.
He worked hard. Yeah,
he worked hard to become more fluid. Like his pacing, it's hard to describe Kawhi because when you look at him, and it was funny because they was comparing him to Jordan, and I was like, all right, that's trash. The only thing I understood was, it was when I watched it, it was
side by side.
He don't get rushed a lot.
Right.
The other day he did. I don't know when this is going to air, but the other day he did. Brian rushed him. He rushed him. He D'd him up, locked him down.
He passed the shot up. Imagine Brian passed that shot up.
I led you right into it.
This not even just for LeBron, because I'm just talking about general, all superstar general. But if a superstar passed that shot up, he didn't even attempt to shoot it. He just said, "No what? Nah, let me pass it." And the next day, just nobody talked about it. Nobody talked about it. That's what I'm saying, he gets so many passes that nobody else gets, man. And you know what they're going to do. If he win a ring this year, they're going to put him top 10 all time.
Can't do it.
They already start having the talks on Twitter. Y'all can search it. They have no stalks.
I think it's that personality that he's not out there talking, that he's able to just, go under the radar, do what he got to do. You know what I mean?
You know what I think it is? You need, as a league, and I know they know this, like, you need to push certain people. You need to press certain buttons. I mean, like we saying in another episode, you'll see, you gotta press certain buttons. So you gotta have a hero, and you gotta have a hero take the reins.
Yeah.
So even if they're both heroes, you gotta have Captain America go up against Iron Man at some point. So they pushing them buttons to like, well, this what Kawhi did. And they leaving out most people are leaving out certain critical factors. Like I said, when you watch that playoff run versus the Raptors, only Raptors, the playoff run was highly impressive. I'm like looking at him. I'm like, the way he's not getting, like, he's efficient. Like his 3-point ability was impressive. Yeah, because like he would make timely buckets. He has a lot of clutch shots too. You can look that up on YouTube. He has underrated clutch highlight reel. Yeah. But what Tweets is saying is facts. I can't debate that.
Yo,
I can't debate that. The resume, like a resume, as far as like you're saying on the resume, if you're making a job resume, look, I worked at this job for 13 years and I got employee of the month these years. I got promoted this year. No, you can't, for a job resume, you can't be like, all right, I took 3 years off to do. The interview's gonna be like, job interview's gonna be like, oh,
but if you're that nice,
why'd you take that year off?
If you're that nice, you can do that.
You can come back. You can come back. You can't be in that conversation.
Then Jordan do that.
Jordan was like, man, until y'all give me competition, I'm doing this.
No, that's why he took it.
No, that's what Jordan did. Not Kawhi. Kawhi was like,
no, that's what Jordan did.
But don't Kawhi have Defensive Player of the Year?
Nah, he got it
twice, right?
No.
Once, I think it's twice.
Twice?
Yeah, he might got it twice.
Yeah, he has it twice.
He should have it twice, though. If he don't, he should.
He got 3 rings. That's on his resume.
He got 2.
All-Star game.
He got 2 rings.
All-Star game.
4. He only got 4. 4.
You know what part you forgot to mention?
Yo, man.
What was that?
You talked about it in the text. His age. They talk about it as almost like he's a newcomer in the league.
He's 28,
Like, he's 28. When did he come in?
He came in what? Like 2013? 2011? I think like
2011.
Right,
yeah,
so it's not like
he...
I think that's another point. Like, it almost feels, because he was under the radar his first couple of years, then a year off, it feels like we didn't get a big sample size, which we didn't. Yeah. But the time's still going on. Like, even if we didn't get the sample size, Father Time is still happening. You get me? That's still in the background. So
you gotta watch the way some of these dudes talk about him. Like I don't even give them credence, but Max Kellerman said, if we look at Kawhi, when he plays, he wins. He got 2 rings in 6 years apart. What are you talking about? Did he not play 6 years straight? Like, he said, Kawhi on the court, he wins. Like, what are you talking about? Yo, he did. Before 2019, he didn't win. Like, what are you talking about? Like, yo, like when somebody, like when they talk about Kawhi, I think they look for somebody else to rival either LeBron, KD, or Giannis or whatever, that they
push
push
it. The skill. He has.
Yeah, they just push it. And they do too much. Like, you just do entirely too much right there, because he's not better than KD. Like, he haven't passed KD yet.
Prisoner of the moment. Like, that's what it falls down to. Prisoner of the moment. You can't discount what somebody did, be it LeBron or KD, from game 1 to game 82, putting on for the league,
and then continuing in the playoffs.
Then continuing the playoffs, drawing in fans, putting up points. People say, it's not just about points. It's not just about points, but you can't discount somebody leading the league in scoring. You can't discount somebody, having all these points year in, year out, and then you have a good playoff run.
Right.
And you're in the same conversation as the person that did it 16 years. How is that
started? You can't discredit him. I mean, he's been blessed to be on a good team with the Spurs. Then he got blessed in another system.
The Raptors. They made it that they would go to conference every year.
Now he's with the Clippers. And if he win it this year, then
no. If he win it this year, this will be
right here. He's right here.
He ain't right there.
He's right here.
If he win a ring this year, this is gonna be the first legitimate ring that he gonna have. If you talking about that's one with the Raptors, the whole playoff series was impressive until the final. KD, when we talk about the Warriors, what made the Warriors one of the best teams ever? What made them a dynasty? One player, Kevin Durant. Without him, they were beatable. Cleveland could have beat them if Kyrie and them was there. And then when Kyrie was there, they beat him. Kevin Durant made them unstoppable. There was no Kevin Durant. So, and then if you listen to people talk, analysts or whatever, they telling me if Kevin Durant was there, the Warriors would have won easily. So what you telling me is he got lucky. Like KD ain't played, so he won. So you basically yourself taking credit away from that ring. Then the first ring with the Spurs, he was a third piece. Like, he hasn't had one ring that was impressive to me yet. It's impressive he won, I guess, but he didn't have. If you comparing those rings to some of the other great players, what they had to do to get those rings, they don't compare. It's all the way down there. Yo, we just give him, like, we just do too much, man. Let him. If he get a couple more rings and they like he the best player on the team and he's winning those rings.
So what you need, one MVP? Just one?
Yeah,
I'm gonna have to
need him. Yeah,
I'm gonna have to back you up a little bit because also, like I said, seasons matter. They don't matter in the sense that the season don't win the championship, but as far as legacy and resume, and you want to break down all this stuff, Hall of Fame that we talked about in other episodes, what did we talk about in our chat? How many? Somebody that's a Kawhi fan broke down that one of the seasons he had was epic. The Spurs had an epic season when the Warriors went 73-9. But when we asked him what other season can you say that he had a standout season? He had a standout season. He's been great. Like, he's 4-time All-Star, but he had a standout season.
And he didn't win the MVP.
He had a standout season. I don't think any other season you would have been crazy to say that before the Raptors championship. Yeah. Now it almost feels like it's okay to say it, that the conversation. But before that championship, which you point out why it's asterisk, you would not be able to make that compare. You wouldn't be able to compare him to KD without beating the Raptors, without beating the Warriors.
Yeah,
how is he better than LeBron? How is he in that conversation?
Yeah, I'm saying it's only an asterisk on it because it's only asterisk because if anybody else, any other superstar, KD, LeBron, or anybody else, even Steph. Remember Kyrie and them ain't played, so they said, Steph, you only won because they ain't play? And people take that away from Steph. They said the Warriors only won because they got lucky. So do the same thing for Kawhi. He got lucky and he got the ring. If LeBron, same thing, you put LeBron there, they taking credit all the way from that ring. So I'm like,
I can't argue that.
So when we talk about Kawhi, I'm just talking about be fair down the middle. If Kawhi do something just because he's a likable guy, like,
is he likable?
He don't do nothing wrong, so I guess he's likable. Like, he don't do nothing like a reason not to like him. Like, so as I'm saying is like, be fair with his resume, man. Like, we be jumping the gun. Think of all the stuff KD done. They still don't even put KD over Bron. Right. So why you gonna have Kawhi? Like, they even just be up in the top 10 all the time. Like, what the hell?
You mentioned stains on resumes, which it doesn't discredit you, but it's just it has to be there.
Yeah.
Like, so if the Dallas series is a stain on LeBron's resume,
it is.
Then to me, I think load management has to be somewhere, even if it's in small print, italicized at the bottom. Load management has to be on it because it robbed the league. It was like,
bro, he started at 27
for the culture.
He started load management at 27.
You load like my man AI got criticized for being late to practice, and he's literally saying an argument. We're not talking about the game. We talking about practice, and you not playing in the game.
Like,
how can you not be hurt and not play? And then when you get hurt, say I can't wait to come back and play.
Well, you can't.
You got me hyped.
That can't be an excuse for this season because everybody got the same amount of rest.
Right. But what I'm saying is, so like, yeah. So if you
but he was.
I'm just saying everybody got their own break.
Season.
I'm just saying, but everybody had their own break.
Yeah, but
so we all in the bubble.
Even last season, like
Pop was load managing old players. Kawhi was 27 when he started load managing. Like, what the? Yo, you were 27. And nobody knows what the injury is. Like, they gave some weird name for it that we never heard of.
No,
like,
Doc was load managing too. Like, I don't think. Wait, did Paul George start the season?
Yeah,
or maybe
no, they was load managing both of them.
Paul George started and Kawhi didn't.
Or Paul George played more games. Yeah,
right. When they came back, it was like flip like.
Yeah.
But he had shoulder surgery on both of his shoulders.
Yeah.
And then even back to OKC, he was wearing the shoulder. Like, his shoulder was hurt then. I know what's wrong with him.
Right.
Nobody knows what's wrong with Kawhi. How can you take one game off, then come back, you dunking on people, playing 38 minutes, and you cool? Like, yo, I don't know. I'm just saying though, when y'all talk about his resume, dog, give him time to cook.
Yeah.
I agree.
Just give it time to cook. Like, you know what they about to do if you win this ring.
He's gonna be the greatest ever.
Just let him cook, man. Just let it cook. I seen a side by side him and Jordan, and I was like, oh my god, here we go. Like, here we go. I just had to get that rain off.
This was eating him up.
Yeah. So y'all, it's another episode. Let's talk about it. All right, peace.